Currently, we're in the West, the blue castle of transformation.
We look for patterns in the numbers, in those castles, with the archetypes, with the wave spells and the tones, because they show us where the synchronicities in our life are. They show us what patterns are continually happening in one way or another. We want to look for those because believe you me, they're going to show up so that you become what? Aware of what is going on. Now, we may not get a chance to get all of the overtone pulsars, and we're not going to get all of the dimensions. What we're going to do is introduce it to you on this particular session. Why I use pulsars? Number one, personal. You want to restore your personal magnetism and vitality. You can use it for that. We can also use it historically for correlation of imbalanced collective social patterns, including the elimination of toxic waste. So when we say historic, then you want to make a correction. You can go back and make that correction. As far as our people and our history, especially when we came into interaction with all these Europeans that came to our landmass, there's a lot of imbalance collectively that needs to be corrected. So these pulsars will allow us to go back and to meditate and to put things differently than they were. Don't think it make a difference? You got to remember that we're living in the is, meaning that the future and the past is here in the is. So whatever we do in any of them is doing it in now, and it will work in now, and it will change in now, and it will do all of that through the energy. So interplanetary, for the creation of the circumpolar rings for peaceful interplanetary relations, and for the restoration of the planetary flux tube system, or reconnecting and repairing the ruptured heliospheric program. That means that we have work to do on our own Velatropa 24, which is the whole solar system. That's the sun's domain when we say Velatropa 24. Now, what are we saying? It's a lot of stuff that happened. We had ruptures. We had planets getting blown up. We had incineration situations. Our relationship with Jupiter and Saturn is on the rocks. You know, we never did get a chance to connect and do our irresistible fifth connection with Uranus. So to say that we can't do anything about what's going on out there, we got to be concerned about what's going on here. No, we're all connected. It's the reason why we're here. It's because what happened so-called out there. But what's out there is in here. It's in here. It ain't no separation. So we can use it for interplanetary. And what about galactic? For exploration of higher dimensional spiritual functions of the super and subliminal consciousness. When we say super, we're talking about gaining or making an effort rather to have supra mental consciousness. And supra is when you're going beyond mind. Okay, super is when we are putting forth that effort and exerting. That's super. Okay, super conscious, and we want that because that super consciousness, woo, it's gonna do it. It's gonna make it happen. That subliminal, it's gonna open you up and show it to you, give it to you on a better, higher, more profound level that our soul is really needing. It's really begging and crying for. Because we know that what we've experienced so far is nothing but the same thing over and over. Same thing. What we gonna eat? I don't know. Where you going? Back to work. What you gonna do? I'm going to bed. What you gonna? You know, the same stuff. That's hell, isn't it?